TV soap news and spoilers say that, as longtime Days of Our Lives fans, we are no strangers to twists, turns, and the unexpected departures of beloved characters. But few exits were as abrupt and saddening as the one that occurred when actor Brandon Barash was fired from the show. The circumstances surrounding his exit left many fans puzzled and heartbroken, especially considering the character he portrayed, Stefan DiMera, was a fan favorite with immense potential. But now, with the winds of change blowing through the halls of Salem, could it be possible that we are on the cusp of one of the most dramatic comebacks in Days history? Could the return of Brandon Barash and the enigmatic Stefan DiMera be just around the corner? Today, we dive into the question on everyone's mind. Is Brandon Barash coming back to Days of Our Lives? And if so, what does that mean for Stefan's story arc? Let's break it down and explore the clues, the possible storyline, and the chances of seeing Stefan DiMera once again in Salem. A sudden departure. Brandon Barash's exit from Days of Our Lives. To fully understand the potential for Stefan's return, it's important to reflect on the circumstances surrounding Brandon Barash's departure from Days of Our Lives. When Ron Carlivati took over as head writer of Days several years ago, fans were hopeful that fresh storytelling would revitalize the show. However, what came next was a decision that shocked many. Brandon Barash, the actor behind the charismatic and complex Stefan DiMera, was let go. The reason for Barash's abrupt departure was, according to many sources, that the writers didn't know what to do with his character. In a shocking move, it was reported that Barash was told that there were no clear plans for Stefan's storyline, leaving fans devastated. Stefan DiMera, a character who had become embroiled in complicated family dynamics, passionate relationships, and intense power struggles, seemed to be a key player in the Days universe. Yet, despite this, he was written out of the story with no real explanation, leaving fans wondering why a character with so much potential was simply sidelined. The decision was especially puzzling, given Stefan's unique position in the DiMera family. As a son of the infamous Stefano DiMera, Stefan was born into a world of intrigue, manipulation, and power. His character had already become embroiled in romantic entanglements with prominent characters like Gabi Hernandez, and his storylines could have gone in any number of directions. Instead, after Carlivati took over, Stefan disappeared without much fanfare, leaving a gaping hole in the Days of Our Lives narrative. A new era. Will the writers revitalize Stefan's storyline? Fast forward to today, and Days of Our Lives is undergoing a shift, with new writers now at the helm. Could this be the opportunity Stefan DiMera fans have been waiting for? Could the arrival of fresh voices behind the scenes mean that Stefan's story will be revisited and expanded upon? The possibility of Brandon Barash returning to Days seems much more likely now, with the change in the writing team. New writers often bring new visions for characters, and they may see potential in resurrecting Stefan's storyline, especially with the DiMera family being as prominent as ever in Salem. The new writers may also want to reintroduce Stefan to shake up the already volatile dynamics within the DiMera family. Not to mention the complex relationships Stefan had with key characters. One of the most intriguing clues that fans have been clinging to involves a seemingly innocuous moment involving Stefan's brother, EJ DiMera. Recently, EJ received a get well card from Stefan, a move that raised more questions than answers. Why would Stefan, who has been presumed dead, send EJ a card? What does this gesture mean, and could it be a subtle hint that Stefan is still alive? If Stefan is indeed alive, then the possibility of him returning to Salem is very real. And if that happens, it would undoubtedly spark fireworks across the DiMera family and beyond. A shocking clue, the card from Stefan DiMera. Let's examine the significance of that mysterious get-well card from Stefan that EJ recently received. On the surface, it might seem like a simple gesture, something to wish his brother well. But if we dig deeper, we begin to realize that this small detail could be the first clue in a larger, more dramatic revelation. In soap operas, every small action carries weight, and this card could be the key to unlocking the mystery surrounding Stefan's fate. The idea of a character presumed dead suddenly sending a card to another character is a classic soap opera trope. It creates suspense, raises questions, and hints at the possibility that everything isn't as it seems. Could this be the first step in the long-awaited return of Stefan DiMera? Is it possible that Stefan was never truly dead, and that his disappearance was part of a larger plan to bring him back into the fold of the DiMera empire? The timing of the card is also significant. EJ, who has been a central figure in the Days of Our Lives storyline, has been dealing with his own complicated family drama. A mysterious card from Stefan could throw everything into disarray, especially if it leads to the discovery that Stefan is still alive. It would certainly be a game-changer for the DiMera family, which is no stranger to twists, betrayals, and unexpected alliances. Could Stefan's return shake up Salem? If Stefan DiMera does return to Salem, it's safe to say that his reappearance would have massive ramifications for everyone in town. Stefan's complicated relationships, particularly with Gabby Hernandez, would undoubtedly be reignited, and the drama between the two would be nothing short of explosive. Their on-again, off-again romance was one of the most intense love stories in recent days' history, and the potential for them to pick up where they left off is tantalizing. But it's not just Stefan's romantic entanglements that would have fans buzzing. As a DiMera, Stefan is a key player in the family's legacy of power and intrigue. His return would shake up the delicate balance within the DiMera empire, especially with EJ and other family members vying for control. The drama that would unfold from this power struggle would be nothing short of epic, and fans would undoubtedly be on the edge of their seats as they watch Stefan attempt to reclaim his place within the DiMera dynasty. Stefan's return would also have ripple effects across Salem. Characters like Chad, Abigail, and even Lonnie could find themselves caught in the crossfire as the DiMera family once again takes center stage in the ongoing drama of the town. With Stefan back in the picture, alliances would be tested, secrets would be revealed, and no one would be safe from the DiMera family's machinations. A return to Salem? Will Brandon Barash reprise his role? So, will Brandon Barash return to Days of Our Lives? While nothing has been confirmed, the clues are certainly pointing in that direction. With a new writing team at the helm, and the recent hint about Stefan's card to EJ, it seems very possible that Stefan's return could be imminent. Whether Barash will reprise his role remains to be seen, but given the immense fan demand and the compelling nature of the story, it would be a bold move for Days to bring him back. The return of Stefan DiMera would undoubtedly be one of the most talked about storylines in recent Days' history, and it could reignite interest in the show. Fans have been longing for Stefan's return, and with the current climate of shifting storylines and fresh perspectives from new writers, now could be the perfect time for Stefan to make his dramatic comeback. Conclusion: a new era for Stefan DiMera? As the mystery deepens, one thing is certain: Stefan DiMera's potential return to Days of Our Lives would be a game-changer. The possibility of Brandon Barash reprising his role and reigniting the drama in Salem is an exciting prospect that fans have been eagerly anticipating for years. Whether it's through a mysterious card, a shocking revelation, or a full-blown return to town, Stefan's story is far from over. Stay tuned, because if the clues are any indication, the return of Stefan DiMera could be just around the corner, and it promises to be a thrilling, high-stakes journey that no one will want to miss. Our TV channel, Soap News and Spoilers, is the place for those who want to know how the Salem story goes, as well as great Days of Our Lives updates and news. So subscribe to our channel to get what you want. Bye-bye.